Hello again, everyone. Welcome back for another episode of Red Dead, Grand Theft Auto Online. Yeah, it's a bit different world now. As I already mentioned in the first video about my return to the Griefer's Heaven, I was confused how big the game became and how much I've struggled to get something I had back. And failed, obviously, like the most people do when they contact Rockstar support. Some people probably get what they came for, although I'm still waiting to hear this to happen for the first time. Anyhow, I said I thought I had a good offer with discount I had for buying GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition early on, so I decided to purchase Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. Was it worth it? Stay tuned. Now, what do we have included into this offer created by Rockstar? A bunch of stuff, and if we know nothing about it like I did or actually didn't, it might actually look tempting. Especially if you don't have any decent property and have measly 20k on your Maze Bank account which can't buy you even a proper weapon. So if you buy this pack after you do the purchase, you become owner of the following properties. Maze Bank West Executive Office, which is the cheapest office in GTA 5 Online, but in fact I quite like it to be honest. Proximity to the beach and some other important properties you can acquire along with the best spawn location for your Kosatka makes this office a perfect one to buy. But just in my opinion, of course. Next property we get is Paleta Forest Gun Running Bunker, which is, you guessed it right, the cheapest bunker in the game, but can be a decent source of income early on. It is the cheapest for a reason, because it is placed farthest when compared with other bunkers in the game, and the rides from the bunker to the buyers are very long. Still, early on, it will do what it was meant for. Now, third property we get is Great Chaparral Biker Clubhouse, which is again the cheapest one, and the clubhouse with one story only. There are, you guessed it right, two-story MC clubhouses placed much better than this one, but it is questionable if you need to splurge big or actually bigger amount of money on, let's call it, better clubhouse. With this clubhouse, we also get one of its businesses to start earning some bucks. And that business actually property is Senora Desert Counterfeit Cash Factory. Another cheap property becomes your very own. Now, some people say it is important to have your clubhouse near its businesses, which are Counterfeit Cash Factory, Document Forgery Office, Meth Lab, Cocaine Lookup, and Weed Farm. But I'm not quite sure why. I did do a couple of sales of counterfeit cash, and even early I couldn't find motivation to do so. So, let's move on. Next, we have San Vita Street Apartment 1561, which is low-cost house or apartment in the middle of Los Santos. Location is good, but it is basically useless since you can't even start Original 5 heists there. This is probably the one property which will basically everyone remove when they run out of spots for apartments and houses. Until then, let it be your possible spawn location because that's probably what it was meant for. And the last property included into this pack is Exceptionalist Way 10 Car Garage 1337 is the number of this garage, located near the airport, and it is not bad. It will serve its purpose as a storage for vehicles you will probably instantly acquire because you will have no better options than these freebies included with a pack. Now, since I mentioned these free vehicles, let's briefly take a look which are free of charge. Dune FAV from the Warstock, My Batso Frogger, Pegasus Helicopter, Annis Windsor, Obey Omnis, Coquette Classic, Turismo R, Pegasi Vortex, Huntley S, Western Zombie Chopper, and Banshee, the Legend of GTA series. In fact, it will be quite useful to have a helicopter early on, even if it's a Frogger, which is, to be honest, just a bit faster transportation option, because it doesn't possess any weapon or countermeasure on board, but it will definitely help you travel much faster around the map when needed. Besides this, you can claim other vehicles as well, but you only need one or two cars and a chopper. Even Dune will not be of much use early on. Actually, it will be even less useful later on, but you can have it in your collection after all. Besides these mentioned free goodies, we get compact grenade launcher, marksman rifle, compact rifle, and a lot of cloning and a few tattoos to complete our looks. But the most important thing here is 1 million GTA dollars in our Maze Bank account. Now, I can't emphasize this statement enough, but I will try. Do not buy anything with it. You're halfway from your goal here. The goal here is Kosatka. Why? Well, as soon as you buy Kosatka, you actually start earning money. Compared to Kosatka, all other businesses are just recreational activity done when you're bored of your main source of income, Cayo Perico heist. And to do this heist, you need the mentioned submarine. It does cost whooping $2.25 million, but it will pay off even after the first heist completed. But we should not skip steps here. So, our plan is to get enough money to buy it. If we own a bunker and a CEO office, we can actually do the resupply mission and start production in our bunker. Usually, I wouldn't recommend doing missions, but early on, every buck counts, and splashing 75k to earn around 150k, where actually profit is only 75k, is not good business plan, right? Soon after you set up your office, you will get an email to go for the treasure hunt, and you should definitely follow that lead. Now, there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube how to do this treasure hunt, so feel free to find one to give you guidelines on how to do it. This treasure hunt will earn you 250k and a special double action revolver, which can be bought even in Red Dead Online. So if you want that very special double action in your RDO arsenal, this is the way to get it. Soon after, you will also get an email from a mod, a bounty hunt lady, and you should definitely do these hunts as well and get another 250k. Now, besides this, there is also a similar set of missions with Navy Revolver as a prize, which can be found in RDO as well. And if you completed this set of mission, and the prize in GTA Online will be $275,000. So, with a few quests, you earned 775k, and you are just a few steps away from your million. By the time you've done these, bunker sale will probably be ready. Go there and be sure not to exceed 1.5 bars out of maximum 5, so you can do this sale solo and in one run. If you did it, another 150k will be in your pocket, so you sit on 925k earned. And if you purchase Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, you will have almost 2 million already. Now, visiting S, which stands for Solomon, will start your another quest. This one is about finding 10 movie props, which are fairly easy to be found, and with this you will have either 1,075,000 or a million more, depending on your starting point. You just need one more bunker sale and you can buy yourself an infinite source of income, Kosatka. Now, this process can be done much faster if you know someone who already owns this submarine, so he or she can invite you along on a heist and give you 85% of the earning, which will basically provide enough money to buy your own Kosatka instantly after finishing the heist. Also, joining other random people who invite you to their mission or heist finale will speed up this process a lot, so don't get stuck on your solo quest if you see an invite for Cayo Perico or Diamond Casino heists or missions, cause they're much more fruitful than solo quests. So, what to do after the purchase of your Kosatka? Well, sky will be the limit, but that's a topic for another video. Before this one ends, I will give you my honest opinion on the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack and whether should you buy it or not. My most simple and honest answer is no. Is it worth the money invested? Probably not. A bit more grinding will get you there as well. And if you're lucky enough to find someone willing to take you on board for Cayo Perico heist even once, it will make this pack obsolete. You will be able to buy all these, or quite frankly better properties that you actually want in no time. But please trust me on this one, do not get anything before Kosatka. I did that mistake, and if my friend was not there to help me, I don't know how much time more I would need to get my Kosatka. Now, an advice for those who have a few dollars spare left after they spent on buying the game itself. You should definitely consider buying the Great White Shark card in front of this Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack because it is much cheaper and it gets you $1,250,000. But again, it is entirely up to you, but if you want my advice, definitely do not buy anything. And with this being said, I will wrap this entry guide for you today. See you guys in the next video about GTA 5 Online World. Cheers!